Okay, so it's a beautiful morning. It was a little chilly last night. Good morning. It was a little chilly last night, so let me get out of the way of the sun here. So I didn't get up super early because I didn't want to get on the road in the cold. So I waited a little bit. It is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I'm in Craig, Colorado, in just a KOA. So slept good. A lot of commotion, people moving around and coming and going, but not the quietest campground in the world, and not the most remote, and not the most scenic. We got a highway right over here. There's cars going by. So anyway, but it's nice, and I got a good night's sleep, and I got a shower this morning, and I'm gonna go take a quick one and get on the road, and it won't be bad at all. So we chose this because of the shower and that situation. So anyway, it's beautiful here. There's my tent. I covered it up. I even slept with the rain cover off last night, but I wrapped up all my crap in the rain cover just in case. Anyway, it's beautiful. Beautiful day. The plan is today is just right east. I'm not sure 100% where I'm going or where I'm going to end up tonight. Somewhere in Kansas, I think. So we're going to head that direction. So let's pack up and get going. Okay, we are packed up, eating breakfast of a beef stick. That's what it consists of. And they'll probably tide me over. I may eat another one before we get to wherever we're going tonight, but I've been eating just one a day, so that was all right. I had noodles last night. They were so-so, just from a gas station, so not real great. So anyway, we are packed up. Took about 45 minutes. I got up at 9, and I'm ready to go, showered, and ready to go, and it is okay. Had to clear up some storage in my phone. One thing I'm learning about this recording videos, it takes up a lot of storage. I definitely need to upgrade my phone to a bigger storage because I do a lot of this kind of stuff, editing and all that. So anyway, we are getting ready to hit the road, and where we will end up tonight, nobody knows. That's the great thing about being on this kind of schedule. I'm hoping to be home. Realistically, I'd like to be home Saturday. I could be home Sunday. I like to be to work on Monday. So today is Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, and we are going to hit the road. Okay, so good morning again. It's voiceover Todd. I'm just going to give you a couple thoughts here. So I left Craig, Colorado. The next, the city we come into, I think we stop and get some gas, is Steamboat Springs. This ride right here is spectacular. It's beautiful. You'd ride along this river here. I have no idea what river it is. I should do better research, but anyway, I'm just cruising along this river here. Beautiful morning. Temperature was cool, but it wasn't cold. And I've been across this road several times in a semi-truck. I've been across it one other time on a motorcycle, so that was about a year prior to this video. So excuse me. It's a great ride, beautiful area, and we are going to just cruise along here and get to Steamboat Springs and get some gas. I've got to do a little bit of I didn't have very good phone service out here, so I actually had to stop in Steamboat Springs at the gas station and make a few phone calls and kind of checking my emails. Like I say, I am kind of working along this trip. I was riding every day, but part of my job is just checking in, making sure everybody's doing well and there's no major catastrophes. Last year at this point of this trip, I actually was in Craig, Colorado, got a phone call in the middle of the night, and we had a catastrophe. I'm not going to go into what happened at that catastrophe, but it was a pretty bad catastrophe, and it really affected the next couple weeks of my life. Nobody got hurt, but it was a catastrophe. So now we are just coming into, when I say we, I mean me. So now I'm coming into Steamboat Springs. It's pretty early in the morning still, probably 9. It took me maybe an hour, maybe a little over an hour to get from Craig into Steamboat Springs. But I'm going to stop here and grab get a little petro before I head up over the pass. So we're going to stop it right here and get some gas. But before that, we got to ride through town. So, like I say, when I say me, or we, I mean me. I don't have a mouse in my pocket. So I'm going to ride through town, just riding through downtown Steamboat Springs here. If you've ever been here in the wintertime, it's spectacular. There's snow up to your eyeballs. I've actually only been to Steamboat Springs one other time in the summer, and that was, like I say, the summer before. So anyway, we're just going to cruise through town here before we get gas. Welcome to downtown Steamboat Springs. One of the big reasons I was stopping at this gas station is, like I say, I did a bunch of checkups on my work, made a couple phone calls, but I had to clean everything. I had to clean the lenses. The bike was just covered in bugs from the day prior, so I had bugs all over my windshield, all over my helmet. You see I got my little yellow rag out there, so I take that yellow rag and clean, get some juice on it and clean everything up. But yeah, it was kind of a mess from the day before. So anyway, that's a little bit of what I'm doing here before I roll out of here. Okay, so let's get back on the road here. We're gonna make this fast. Like I say, this is day 2, and just to be honest and and straightforward, this is about the last real pretty day for a couple days. This is a beautiful day here of riding. A lot of it, it's not going to be a very long video because it's mostly just riding. Like I said in my last video, I'm a truck driver by trade, so I get on the road and I just rock and roll, and I get down the road. I don't stop. I don't sightsee. I'm learning, or I'm trying to be better at that. If I had somebody with me riding, I think we would definitely stop and sightsee more and smell the roses. But when I'm on the bike and I've got somewhere to go and miles ahead, I like riding the bike. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy. I don't stop and eat. I don't stop and get coffee shops. I truly enjoy riding, just riding the bike. So that's what I like. That's what I do it for. I love it, what it does to my head, and I just that's what I do it for. So I apologize if you want to see more sightseeing and things along the way. I need to be better about doing that and finding things to do besides just riding. But that being said, I just ride. We're coming up over Rabbit Ears Pass right here. This is a pretty steep pass. It's a pretty hill. It's a steep hill. The camera doesn't really show off the steepness of the hill. But this is a pretty steep pass that we climb up here and go into the valley. So we're going to start this trip, go over this hill. We ride kind of through the mountains of Colorado today. And then we cross Interstate 25 around Pueblo. And then we hit the plains. And like I say, just after the plains, nothing against Kansas, but oh geez, I had a hard time riding across Kansas. It was hot that day. We'll get into that tomorrow, but yeah, this was really the last pretty day of real enjoyable riding. I like riding anywhere. I like being wherever I'm at. That's where I like being. But there's certain rides that I enjoy more. Certain kind of riding I like more than just straight line slogging across the prairie. But anyway, that's what's going on here. We're just going over Rabbit Ears Pass, and it's a pretty one. So yeah, this is the backside of Rabbit Ears Pass. We're still going down the other side. I got behind this slow truck, and I'd been behind him forever. Just couldn't, you can see the traffic coming towards me, and I just never had a real good place to pass. The Ibex, it's a 450. It's not a powerhouse. If I had my son with me on his 990, we would probably be, he would have enough to pop around this guy way easier than I can. The Ibex is fast, and we've done a couple trips, me and him even, where we were packing the mail, but it doesn't have as much acceleration as something bigger. But we got around that guy and immediately come up to another truck, so it took me a little longer to slink down this pass, but it was still pretty. Enjoyed the ride. So like I say, we're going to come off this hill. We're going to get down we ride a couple, 3 or 4 more hours. Total riding today was long. It was probably 10 hours of riding total from the time I got up until the time I made it to Kansas. My final destination today was Lamar, Kansas. Come across I-25 at
on Interstate 25 south of Denver, and started across the plains there. Then, pretty much just a straight shot east from Pueblo to Lamar, Colorado. Anyway, a little bit of a preface of what happens tomorrow. I was in the Marine Corps when I was young, and I've got a really good friend that I went all the way through boot camp with, some training with. He ended up going into some intelligence and is actually a police chief of a town in Kansas. So the plan was, in my mind, we've kind of been, he was in Virginia last month, or a couple months ago, and we weren't able to get together. Him and his family were visiting some friends and some family up around Richmond, which is a couple hours from my place. Like I say, he worked up there for the government for a couple years. So anyway, we wanted to get together, so we missed an opportunity a couple months ago at my area. So I ended up calling him and saying, "Hey, I'm coming through Kansas. Do you want to get together and have dinner or lunch?" We ended up, he had to go to actually a conference in Kansas City the next day. So I kind of diverted. There's comes a point in Kansas where I can either go south towards Wichita or go north towards Kansas City. So I ended up opting to go north up to Kansas City, and I ended up meeting up with him and going out to dinner, and we'll get into that tomorrow. But this here is the kind of the end of, I'm going to make this quick till we get to the plains. But anyway, tonight I called and got a reservation at a campsite in Lamar. Long story short, I get to this campsite and it was a little sketchy. I'm not going to tell you where it was at or whose it was, because that probably wouldn't be appropriate. But I ended up, we're going to stop here and grab a little petro to get us on to Lamar. But I get to this campsite and it was super rocky. I just didn't have it. It was hot, no shade, zero. I'm telling you, zero shade. So I ended up looking across the street. There was some little rustic cabins, and I made a phone call, called a lady. The hotel said, "Hey, do you guys have any cabins to rent?" She said, "Yeah, we do." And the rest is history. I went over and spent the night in a nice cabin, and charged up all my phones, and Bob's your uncle. So anyway, this is day 2. So stay tuned for more to come. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe, as always.